Hey y'all, it's AKC here, and today I am back with another review of Saturation 3 by Brockhampton. And yes, I know, this was a long time coming. I should have reviewed it back in 2021, but I was just so hooked on Saturation 2. I freaking love Saturation 2. You know, I love the sound, I love the progression from Saturation 1, I love all the rapping. I love all like the chemistry between all of them. It's just a lot of fun. It's a very fun album. It felt more like a summer album than the first one, I thought. And I gave it a 10, and I still think that now. I still think it's a freaking 10. But here's Saturation 3, and there's been this one person who has been constantly bugging me about it, about reviewing this and listening to this. Now, just to say this real quickly, this is a great album. This is a really good album. But I feel like, honestly, kind of the person who was bugging me kind of overrated it too much. I do agree with them. There are a lot of good tracks. For example, Boogie. That is an amazing opener. Probably the best opener out of the all Saturation series. It's so close from Gummy. But it's there. It's really good. It's very experimental. It's crazy. I love the blaring trumpets. It sounds crazy. And it sounds funny. Like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a lot of fun. Then we go to Zipper, which kind of has like this weird, like kind of violin type of thing, type of beat. And I really like, I think their rapping is good and everything. Then we go to, Johnny, which, kind of like leads into like this more, I feel like, G-Funk type of sound, which I really like. Then we go to like Liquid, where we see them talking about, they're like, like having like no friends and being alone. I think is just an alright track. Then we have Stupid. Here's some of the G-Funk influence. And I really like it. I really freaking like it. The beat sounds quirky in a good way. Eclectic. It actually changes up throughout the song. It's a lot of fun. It's a really fun song. Then we have Bleach. And I think Bleach is like alright. I see it's like one of their most listened to songs, most streamed songs, and I think it's just like alright. It's nice, some nice alternative R&B. But I want to really see myself revisiting it. Then we have Alaska. I really like this one. I like how it changes throughout the song. I just like love the attitude and the talking on here. I also love HOTTIE. I think HOTTIE is a nice preppy type of song after Alaska. Alaska and Bleach and even Stupid were a little bit more serious, but Alaska has like these nice type of like kind of playful kind of drums to get you kind of like rocking back and forth. We have Sister Nation, and okay, so this is not the best song in the Saturation series, but it's definitely top 5 in my opinion. And if you were to think this was top 1 or top 2, I would definitely see why. It's their longest song within the series, and throughout it, they just go off. Each one of them has a turn. I like how in the song you have a section where like they're rapping over like this crazy loud beat, and then it goes into like this weird type of house, like full of noise section. Really like that. I also love the second part where kind of into like an R&B type of thing. Then we go to Rental and Stains, and honestly, I think they're just alright. They're whatever. These are 2 of the songs that my friend said that were going to be the weaker ones, and he was right. Then we go to Team, which is the best closer within the Saturation series. And the reason why is because not only did they use the theme with the letters, because, in Saturation 1 there were 4, Saturation 2 there were 5, and then in Saturation 3 there were 6. Not only did they use the theme with the letters, but it literally loops back to Heat. That's insane. Plus, I love the vocal like peak on the first part of the song, where she's just like and like the guitars just come in and it just hits you like a truck. It sounds so good. It sounds really passionate and everything. Another things that I don't like. One of the things that I don't like is actually how the recurring themes, which sounds strange. I know that sounds strange, but I feel like through the past 3 different of these albums, kind of hear the same thing in terms of theme wise. Like I think rapping wise, it's all good, but like after Saturation 1, you have like the same kind of formula where they have like the fun songs at first, then the serious ones, then the semi-serious ones, and then you have the slow summer type of tracks. But I kind of just like I would say I kind of get tired of it. I kind of noticed the themes. Also noticed that this actually is like summer. That's actually a positive, because in Saturation 1 it was more like, I felt like when I thought about it, it was more like, the after spring, it's still cloudy or whatever. But it's like the beginning of summer. Saturation 2 is right in the middle. That album feels very warm and hot through many of the songs. And tropical. It's really directly in the middle of summer. And then this is the end of summer with Team, ending and going back to Heat. Really fun album. I feel like another thing that I don't really like was the pacing. I think the pacing is just kind of slow. Other than that, I think my main gripes, what really hurts this album for me is it talks about the same things, and it kind of got overrated to me. And what I mean by that is somebody talked about it a lot, and it kind of got overrated. It's not a bad thing. They were right. It's still a good album. But I'll give it a strong 8.5. Yeah, like decent to strong 8.5. Somewhere in there. Yeah, so really good. Definitely check it out. In fact, check out the whole series. If you want me to do like a ranking of the songs, that would be cool, but I don't know. If that's what you want, that's what you want. Yeah, definitely one of the best records I've listened to this year. So, yeah, see ya.